you're spending over $1,000 on a robot vacuum, you need to know exactly what you're getting before that box arrives. There are 5 serious contenders in this range right now, and each one was built for a different kind of home and a different kind of person. Let's get into it. First up is the Roborock Qrevo CurvX. This is Roborock's thinnest robot vacuum to date, just 14 inches tall, and that number matters a lot in practice. Most flagship robots can't get under a standard sofa because of the LiDAR tower sitting on top. Roborock solved that with a retractable LiDAR system they call RetractSense, which automatically lowers the sensor when the robot detects a low clearance and switches to a rear-facing camera to navigate under furniture without losing track of where it is. On the vacuum side, it delivers 22,000 pascals of suction and uses a split roller brush, the Duo Divide, that channels hair toward the center before pulling it into the bin. According to third-party testing, that brush design achieved 0% hair tangling compared to a roughly 28% industry average. The dock washes mop pads with water heated to 80 degrees Celsius, dries them with warm air, self-refills the robot's water tank, and self-cleans the dock base. The Adaptilift chassis can raise the robot up to 4 centimeters to cross thresholds, more than double what most robots handle, and it adjusts individual wheel sections independently to handle uneven furniture legs without getting stuck. This one is built for homes with multiple pets, long hair on the floors, and furniture that sits close to the ground. The combination of the slim profile, the tangle-free brush system, and the solid app control puts it in a very clear lane. Pet owners who have given up on other robots because they constantly jammed or missed entire zones will find a lot to like here. The price on this one is $1,199, and the link to grab it is in the description. Now, if your floors are a mixed bag, carpet, hardwood, tile, and you want a robot that handles all of it without asking much of you, the next option goes in a completely different direction. The eufy robot vacuum Omni S2 is eufy's current flagship, and it leads with raw suction power and a mopping system that sets it apart in a crowded category. It delivers 30,000 pascals through the Aero Turbo 2.0 system, which uses multi-cyclone airflow designed to maintain strong suction consistently rather than just peaking at the spec number. The headline feature is the Hydrojet 2 Zero Roller Mop, which scrubs floors with 15 newtons of downward pressure at 240 rotations per minute using electrolyzed water that sanitizes as it cleans, and that mop self-cleans in real time during operation. The dock handles washing, drying, and detergent dispensing automatically. Based on the manufacturer's specs, the mop roller self-disinfects for up to 5 days of normal use before needing any manual intervention. For navigation, the Omni S2 uses a 3D time-of-flight sensor combined with the Matrix Eye 2.0 camera system, building a full 3D map of your home and recognizing over 200 obstacle types, including objects as small as 1 centimeter. It supports the Matter protocol for clean integration across smart home platforms, and the 12-in-1 UniClean station keeps the bin loaded for up to 68 days between empties. If the majority of your surfaces are hard floors, wood, tile, laminate, marble, and mopping performance matters as much to you as vacuuming, this is the one to look at closely. The scrubbing force and the real-time self-cleaning roller are genuinely different from what most competitors offer in this tier. It's priced at $1,599. Check the link in the description for where to find it. If you're new to GadTech, go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications. We cover tech that's worth your actual money, without the fluff. The third option takes mopping in a completely different direction, and it might be the most innovative approach on this entire list. The Narwal Flow 2 uses a track-style mop. Think of it like a conveyor belt. Instead of the spinning pads or roller systems you'll find on every other robot here, the Flow Wash system runs 16 nozzles distributing hot water at up to 212 degrees Fahrenheit across that moving track mop, while a built-in scraper continuously pulls the dirty water into a sealed onboard waste tank. The mop is never dragging its own grime back across your floor mid-session. It also automatically dispenses detergent from a cartridge. Fill it once, and it doses itself per run. One compatibility note worth flagging up front. Per the manufacturer's information, the detergent system is designed for Narwal's own formula, and using third-party soap voids the warranty. So factor that into the ongoing cost. On the vacuum side, per the official specs, the Flow 2 delivers 31,000 pascals of suction paired with a dual tangle-free brush system, certified for zero hair entanglement. Navigation is handled by the Narmind Autonomous System 2.0. Dual 1080p cameras with a 136-degree field of view, a 10 TOPS AI processor, and a visual language model that can recognize a virtually unlimited range of objects and detect items as small as 5 millimeters. The Smart Stain Detection feature identifies dirty areas during a run and triggers additional passes automatically without any input from you. The robot handles thresholds up to 38 millimeters and also supports Matter for smart home integration. This one is built for people who care most about what happens after vacuuming. Anyone who has ever followed a robot pass with a manual mop because the floor still didn't look clean. If your main surfaces are hardwood, tile, or stone, and you want mopping that actually replaces a manual pass, this is the machine designed exactly for that. The Narwal Flow 2 is $1,499. And you'll find the purchase link below. Now, things get more hardware intensive. The Dreame X50 Max Ultra Complete is Dreame's current flagship, and it stands out most for what it can physically climb. According to specs, it delivers 35,000 pascals of suction through what Dreame calls the Vormax motor. The robot body is 13 inches tall with a retractable LiDAR sensor, but the headline mechanical feature is something different. 2 retractable robotic legs that physically extend forward of the drive wheels and lift the front of the robot over obstacles. Those legs allow it to cross single-layer thresholds up to about 4.5 centimeters and double-layer stacked thresholds totaling up to 8 centimeters, one of the highest threshold crossing specs of any robot vacuum currently available. For mopping, it uses dual spinning mop pads running at 230 rotations per minute with 15 newtons of downforce, heated water, and an extending mop arm for edge coverage. The dock washes the pads at 212 degrees Fahrenheit and dries them with hot air. The OmniSight navigation system uses binocular AI cameras and recognizes over 280 obstacle types. The 6,400 mAh battery fast charges from under 10% to 80% in roughly 80 minutes. The app gives you deep control over cleaning behavior per room, per surface type, and per carpet setting. And that level of control is also the reason this robot rewards buyers who are willing to spend time in the setup process. This is the right choice for homes with genuinely complex floor plans, open concept layouts with thick door sills, layered transitions between tile and hardwood, or furniture arrangements that have tripped up previous robots. If you're comfortable investing 20 to 30 minutes in the app during the first week to configure room-by-room behavior, what you get in return is some of the most capable cleaning hardware available at this price. At $1,359, you'll find the Amazon link waiting for you in the description. That brings us to the last robot on this list, and arguably the most sensible purchase of the 5 for the broadest range of homes. The Dreame X50 Ultra uses the same ProLeap retractable leg system as the X60 Max, clearing single-layer thresholds up to 4.2 centimeters and stacked thresholds up to 6 centimeters, still well above what most robots in this category handle. Suction is rated at 20,000 pascals, and the VersaLift system lowers the robot to 3.5 inches to navigate under furniture. The Duo Brush system channels hair up to 11.8 inches long toward one side of the brush before pulling it into the bin. Mopping uses dual spinning mop pads with hot water washing at the dock. Navigation is built on ARGB cameras, 3D structured light, and a retractable LiDAR sensor trained to recognize and avoid up to 200 obstacle types. It supports Alexa, Google Home, Siri, and its own built-in voice command system. And because this model has been on the market longer than the X60 Max, it has gone through more firmware refinements, which matters in practice when you're trying to configure a robot vacuum for a specific home. The X50 Ultra is for the buyer who wants flagship-level automation and obstacle handling without paying a premium for specs that won't show up in daily life. Specifically, if your home doesn't have extreme threshold situations, and you're not managing more than about 2,000 square feet in a single session. For a large apartment, a multi-room house with standard transitions, or anyone moving up from a mid-range robot for the first time, this delivers the strongest combination of performance and real-world reliability on this list. It's $1,099, and the link is in the description. 5 robots, 5 completely different profiles. The Roborock is for pet owners with low furniture and a real hair problem. The eufy is for hard floor households that want the most powerful mopping and the most automated dock experience. The Narwal is for anyone where mopping is the priority. Surfaces that need a genuine clean, not just a damp pass. The Dreame X60 Max Ultra is for complex homes with challenging thresholds and buyers willing to put in setup time to get the most out of elite hardware. And the Dreame X50 Ultra is for everyone who wants nearly all of that at a price that makes more sense. All 5 links are in the description. If you haven't subscribed to GadTech yet, now's a good time. And we'll see you in the next one.